Welcome back viewers. In today's video we are going to check out the Arch Linux quick tool that is available in Arco Linux. So let us start. You have to click on the Arch Linux quick tool button in the Arco Linux welcome app. Input your password. It will start up. So in this quick tool you can tweak almost all the things, all the system configurations, everything that is there available and what user can do. So from the auto start, ATT, system design, desktop, fixes, grub, login screen, mirrors, packages, pacman, privacy, services, shells, terminals, terminal font and themer. So these are all the settings that are available, or the tweak settings that are available in the Arch Linux quick tool. So first of all, ATT, in ATT you can install and uninstall icons. So here you can see mainly the Sardi family of icons, Surfin family of icons. These are the different themes that are available, and you can install and uninstall. So you have to uh, tick the tick box, and then that theme will be installed using the install button. And you can see here you can also install the themes in you can say in groups. For example, all the dark themes you can install if you want. You can install all the blue themes if you want. So the blue themes have a tinge of blue. They look bluish in color when installed, and you can install all the themes at a time. So this is also possible. So you have to use the Arch Linux tweak tool in Arco Linux to install all the themes available in the Arco Linux. So I will now keep it none and show the installed themes. So you can click on this button, it will show. So right now only the default theme is installed, no other themes are installed. So that's why it is not showing any theme that is installed except the Arco Linux Arc Dawn, which is the default theme right now that is installed. Okay. Now in the extras you can see these are the extra themes that are available, and you can also uh, select and install individual theme, or you can select and install all the themes. Sardi also same is there. You can see in Sardi these are the things that are available, and you can choose either to install all the themes. You can install the variations. These are the variation themes. You can see then there is a name variation in the name of the theme. Then you can use the mixing theme. So mixing is two themes are mixed. That is the mixing. You can see here these are the mixing themes. Then the mint themes are there. So these are the mint themes with the mint icons. You can see here. Okay. Choose the family with a button. So there are families, icon families. So you can choose between Sardi flexible, Sardi mono, Sardi flat, Sardi ghost, Sardi orb. You can uninstall any selected icon theme. So for example, if Sardi is installed, it will show here with a tick. You can select that and install it. You can see here show the install themes. So here you can see the Sardi is the default theme and install on my system. Then you can install the selected icon theme. So you can select, for example, I will select the Sardi ghost. So Sardi ghost is not, yes, the four themes are there, and then I will click here to install all those Sardi ghost themes. Okay. So now we will go over to auto start. So in auto start, you can select whether you want to start the welcome app, Conky session, Clipman plugin, auto start, and you can also add the applications, system applications as well as the user application to the auto start menu. So whenever your system will start, it will start all those applications, user as well as system that you want to auto start. And you can also, I think, also remove them. So if you want to stop the configuration for auto starting, you have to toggle this button, and the Conky will not automatically start on your next reboot. Then in the design section, you can see here the There are different themes to choose. Same just like what we saw in the ATT. So this is same functionality here in design also. Icons and specifically here, specially here, you can also select cursors and fonts. So if you want to change the fonts, install different fonts, you can do it from here. Very nice way to do the things here. Now in the desktop section, you can uninstall and install any desktop. So lot many desktops, window managers are available. We will just take a glance at all the different window managers and desktops that are available. I will not speak any names. You just go with me during the scroll. Lot many are there, and you can install and uninstall, and you can select this option, select to clear cache before reinstall, and you can also remove the Arco Linux desktop trasher. So Arco Linux desktop trasher is a script to completely remove the selected desktop along with the configs also. So it will completely remove the desktop. So we and the desktop configuration will be backed up. We will back up and overwrite your config when installing desktop. So when new desktops are installed, the original config file for the desktop will be backed up, and the older config file will be overwritten. So you will have a backup of the old configuration, and the last configuration will be overwritten. Backup is in the config -att folder. Log files are located in the var log arch linux. So if you want to visit any of the log files during uninstall or install of desktops, it can be uh, accessed from var log arch linux. Hyperland, Wayfire and Niri are the Wayland desktops. So if you want only Wayland desktops or the Wayland window managers, you have to use Hyperland, Wayfire and Niri, and the rest other will be on the X session. Now let us go over to the fast fetch. So fast fetch editor, some distros have their own configuration and or application investigate. Fast fetch enable, lolcat enabled, show tile, show shell, show icons, show GPU. So if you want, we can you can check the system configuration, you can check the system status, everything using fast fetch enabled. So you have to toggle here to enable it. Lolcat, you can toggle and enable it here. So I will show you in a separate video the functionality of fast fetch lolcat. So you can show title, shell, icons, GPU, show power adapter, show OS, show display, show font, show memory, show local, show hostname, show day, show cursor, show swap, show color blocks, show kernel, show window manager, show terminal, show disk, show time, show window manager theme, show terminal font, show local IP, show packages, show theme, show CPU and show battery. So here you can install all, you can install small. So for example, if I click here small, so these are the smaller fast fetch, so it will contain some of the information. Then if you can go with the normal one, so most of the options are chosen in the normal, and in all everything will be shown. So or you can select any one or multiple of your choice. So I will show you in a different video how the fast fetch works, and you can directly install fast fetch using this button. You can reset the fast fetch, you can apply the fast fetch configuration from here. Now in the fixes, you can see here fixes for any Arch based Linux system. So if you want to have the, I think this is the hardware probe link, you get the probe link, hardware probe link, reinstall Arch Linux keyring. So very easy. Sometimes what happens is the keyring PGP keys need to be updated. There is a expiry date with each PGP key. So whenever the PGP key will expire, you cannot upgrade your system. So that time you require to install the latest keyring. So you have to use this. So you can either install the keyring using local, that is your offline, and you can also install keyring using the online method. So this is uh, recommended when the PGP keys needs updation, and this is local method is for whenever your PGP keys get corrupted and you want to reinstall the correct PGP keys that are available in the local cache. You can reset and reload the pacman keys. So you have to just click the button here and the script will do the rest of the things. Set the mainstream servers from the Arch Linux. So set mainstream, reset mirror list, get the biased Arch Linux server. So run rate mirror. So this will rerate the mirrors, run reflector, install apps to find the best Arch Linux servers. So you can install app to install the rate mirrors, install reflector, get the best key servers for the etc pacman.d GNU PG JPG configuration, backup and reset the JPG configuration, get the best keys for the GNU PG JPG dot configuration, backup and reset. So you can backup and reset key servers. So key servers contain the keys which authenticate the ISOs, whether they are corrupt or whether they are okay, healthy for use. And also whenever you uninstall or sorry, not uninstall, whenever you download the packages from the server, so these keys are used to authenticate whether it is safe or not to install, whether the packages are corrupted or not, so that everything is done via the keys. So this is the configuration for the key servers. Choose the number of parallel downloads for pacman. So by default it is 8. You can increase it up to 20, I think. Yes, up to 20. Choose the cursor globally. So you can choose the cursors from here. You can see a lot many cursors are available options. Restore specific Arco Linux. Remove all variety packages, remove all clunky packages. You can do it from here. Remove all kernels and keep the Linux kernel. So that is the latest Linux kernel, that is called the Linux kernel. So you can remove all the LTS kernels, Zen kernel, everything using this option. Just click it here and the script will do the work. Remove all kernels and keep the CacheOS kernel. So if you are using CacheOS kernel in Arco Linux, then you have to uh, you might want to uninstall it again. So that time you have to uninstall all the Arco Linux kernels and only the CacheOS kernel will work. Remove all kernels and keep the Linux LTS kernel. So this will remove all the kernels. It might be Arco Linux kernel, Arch Linux kernel, CacheOS kernel. All kernels will be removed. Only the Linux LTS kernel will be there. Remove all kernels and keep the Linux kernel. So Zen kernel. So this is you have to apply it here. Click the apply button and all the kernels except the Linux Zen kernel on your system will be removed. Change the debug to debug exclamatory debug in etc make pkg.configuration. Okay, now how to set the grub themes. So these are the different grub themes that are available. So you can import any image. You can select any image from here. You can change the grub timeout. Right now it is 5 seconds. You can go up to I think 30 seconds. Yes. Then you can select a wallpaper. So these are the background wallpapers for the grub. You can install. You can also import wallpapers for the grub image. What is this? Yes. So this is the it will open up the file manager. Now in the yes, you can also apply the Vmix theme at the bottom. Choose and apply wallpaper. Reset to the original. So this will reset the default grub theme. Now over to the login. So you can choose between the different login managers. So you can choose between SDDM, LightDM, LXDM, and Wall. What is this? It is a I think kind of it is the wallpaper. So you can choose the wallpaper for the login manager. So you can choose any of these wallpapers. These are the specifically login manager wallpapers. So whenever your login manager will come up on the screen, this wallpaper will act as a background to the login manager. Install our selection of wallpaper. So you can install the ATT backgrounds, remove the ATT backgrounds, install our selection of wallpaper, install the ATT plain backgrounds, and remove the ATT plain backgrounds means there is no graphics, only just plain colors, solid colors, and maybe a little bit of design, but it will be not much fancy looking, just plain wallpaper. And you can change the login manager from here. So you got three options: SDDM, LightDM, and LXDM for the XFC desktop. You can also import images, import selected image, remove the selected image from here. Now in the mirrors section, you can see here, you can uh, install the different mirrors found in the Arco Linux mirror list. So you can disable all these mirrors if you no longer have access to the Arco Linux Xlarge repository. Change your etc pacman configuration accordingly. Enable the GitLab repo, free bandwidth, United States, always up to date. Enable the Acum repo, free bandwidth, Sweden, Acum syncs twice per day. Enable the Belnet repo, free bandwidth, Belgium, Belnet syncs twice per day. Enable the RNet repo, free bandwidth, Australia, RNet syncs daily. Enable the seed host repo, do not enable it and save us the bandwidth and money paid. Netherlands, always up to date. So this is by default kept off. So these are all the different repos that you can use to sync your system, and these repos get updated at different times, different intervals per day. And here is the package manager. So export packages, no AUR packages are exported, only explicitly installed packages recommended will export. Install package only found in the sync database. Less packages option, all installed packages will export. All packages currently installed on the system, lots of packages. Tip: to see the package installed from AUR in the terminal, type pacman space QQM. So this will give a list of packages installed from the AUR. Okay. A list of installed packages will be exported to home SAMI ATT exports packages x64 txt explicitly or all installed. So what exactly this is? Suppose you have got a system installed and you want to now change or reinstall the system. So every time you reinstall the system, you will have to manually install all the packages, and you might forget some of the packages that were installed in the earlier system. So how to avoid this? So what you can do is you can export the list of explicitly installed packages or all the installed packages on your system. So the list of the packages that are there will be exported, and the exported list will be saved here, that is in the home username att exports packages dash x8664 text. And whenever you want to install it, you can use that text, or you can manually go through the text and install all those packages. You can just copy paste the packages from there to your terminal and install those packages on your newly installed system. So this is first you have to export, then in the new system you might want to install those packages using that list that we have saved. Warning: proceed with caution, this will install packages on your system. Packages from the AUR are not supported. This will also perform a full system upgrade. So when you click this, it will use this use this text that was saved, export text, and the packages will be installed. To ignore a package, add a hash in the front of the package name. Log file var log arch linux att packages install status, and the timestamp .log. A reboot is recommended when a core Linux packages are installed. Okay, so we will try this out in one of the video how this works. So I think one this, and then maybe yes, fast fetch we will have to do, and the this packages. So two videos, fast fetch and packages, will be released later with the functionality explained. So I will do some operations, and then you will get a better idea how fast fetch works and how this package export and package install works. Then in the pacman, you can see you can toggle on and off all the different repos. So you can enable the Arco Linux testing repo, which is normally not enabled, it is disabled. Enable Arco Linux repo, enable Arco Linux third party repo, enable Arco Linux Xlarge repo, Arch Linux repos. So here the Arch Linux core repo, then you got the Arch Linux extra repo. So all the testing repos are disabled by default. Then there is Nemesis repo, which is also disabled. Endeavor repo is also disabled. Ribbon OS repo is disabled. Garuda repo is disabled. Chaotix repo is set as last repo, that is also disabled. So you can enable. So if you want to install some Endeavor specific applications, you can enable the Endeavor OS repo. You can do the same for Garuda, Ribbon, and Nemesis. So Nemesis is Arco Linux repo. I have shown you what Nemesis is, what it contains, that you can watch in one of the earlier repo. I think 2 years back I had released the video on the Nemesis repo, what it contains. So you can watch that. And you can also add custom repo to the Pacman configuration. So you can have a blank Pacman, auto reboot and select. You can reset the Pacman online. You can reset the Pacman local, and you can apply the custom repo. So how to do that? We'll have a separate video. In the privacy features, you can see here how to improve the security and privacy by blocking ads. So this is nothing but the ad block. So I have just released one video 2 days back how to install ad block in the NTX Linux. So that same functionality is available here in the privacy section of the Arch Linux tweak tool. So how to do that, I will make a separate video here, how to enable and install edge block, how to install extra Firefox extensions, install and remove uBlock. So if you remember, I told you how to install uBlock and edgeblock. Edgeblock also I think I have shown you in EndeavorOS. That also video you check. uBlock I remember I had done the separate video in for the EndeavorOS and Arch Linux. But here you can directly do it from the Arch Linux tweak tool in Arco Linux. So I will make a separate video on that. In the services section, you can modify or configure your audio, Bluetooth, network, printing, and the Samba services. You can see here you have major choices. Pulse audio and pipewire in the audio section. You can reboot after installing pulsewire or audio or the pipewire. With the INC-A in a terminal, you can see what sound server is running. There are packages that conflict with each other. Report them if it is the case. So install and switch to pulse audio. Install and switch to pipewire. So these two toggles are there. You can choose any one of them. So I will show you in a separate video how to do that. In the Bluetooth section, you can see here you can install Bluetooth. You can remove Bluetooth. That is the BlueZ package. Choose one of the tools to connect your Bluetooth devices. Blueberry is already installed. So Blueberry is default and system will continue to use Blueberry until you change it to the BlueZ. And you can also install Blueman. You can see it here. Install the Blue Devil. So this is a Plasma dependency. So if you try to install Blue Devil, it might install many of the Plasma dependencies, and this is to be used along with the KDE desktop. So don't use it in other desktop. In other desktop, either you go for the BlueZ or you can choose the Blueberry. You can enable and disable the Bluetooth from here. You can start and restart Bluetooth from this button. Then in the network section, you can see discover other computers in your network. To access other computers, install network discovery, uninstall network discovery, change the etc NSS switch dot configuration to connect to computers and NAS. So you can apply the selected NSS switch dot configuration. You can reset the default NSS switch dot configuration. So if you have done some settings, you can switch back to the default NSS switch settings using this button. So it's very easy. One of the best Linux distributions with all the different system configurations brought up to the user directly from the Arch Linux tweak tool. So you don't have to go to the terminal to do this, or you can don't have to go to the system settings menu to do this. You can all do the different system related settings from the tweak tool itself. Then in the shells, sorry, I think services, yes, printing is pending. So in printing, the cups printing is installed. Cups PDF is also installed by default. You can install further drivers, install common printer drivers. You can do it from here, or you also can remove the cups printer, cups service, and the common printer drivers from here. HP drivers have been installed, so you can install and uninstall HPLib driver and the HPLib support. So HPLib UI scan and everything, all those things will be installed with a one click. Install the configuration tool for cups, launch the app and add your printer. So it is installed, so you can install the system config printer and remove the system config printer from here. So and below you can enable and disable the cup service. You can start and restart the cup service. Now the Samba services. So If you install a Samba server, you need to share a folder and it contains in your home network. The purpose is to create one shared folder. The current user can later access this folder from other computers. The easy configuration will create the folder shared in your home directory if it is not already there. The user shares configuration will create the shared folder. You share any folder you like. Follow the instructions given below. We recommend the easy configuration. Install the Samba server. You have to click here, or you can uninstall the earlier installed Samba server from here. Apply the etc samba smb configuration of your choice. Easy, user shares, Windows, Arco Linux, original, and the big Linux. So these are the standard choices for the Samba configuration, and you have to apply the selected Samba. So easy is the default one. You can change any, and you can also reset to the default Samba server later on. Create a password for the current user to be able to access the Samba server. Create a password for the current user. Pop-up will come up whenever you try to access the shared folder. You can now reboot and enjoy the shared folder if you choose easy. If you choose user shares, then we recommend you to also install the Thunar and its a plugin. Right click to share any folder in your home directory. The other file managers with their plugin at the bottom. Okay. So you can install the Thunar plugin, install the Nemo plugin, and install the Kaja. So different desktops have different plugins that need to be used whenever you want to share your server using the user shares this profile or this configuration of the Samba share. Then you have to also install the file manager if it is not installed, and then you have to also install the share plugin also. Then only the sharing can be possible via the Samba share. And you can restart the Avahi daemon, that is the network discovery, running on both server and client using this restart button. Okay, now yes, now we will go to the shells. So you got options for the bash, ZSH, fish, and the extra shell. So in bash, you can install bash completion, bash remove bash completion, override your bash RC with the ATT bash RC, install the ATT bash RC configuration. So this is the default configuration created by Arco Linux developers, and you can reset back to the original Arco Linux bash configuration. At bottom, you can apply fish, apply ZSS. So these three applies are there for the three different shells. And here you can see the ZSS shell is there. Install ZSS completion, remove ZSS completion, syntax highlighting. If you want, you can have the syntax highlighting, remove the syntax highlighting. Install OMI ZSH, remove OMI ZSH. Overwrite your ZSH RC with the ATT ZSS RC. Install ATT ZSS configuration, reset back to the original ZSS configuration. You can install different ZSS themes. So all the themes are given here. Very beautiful work by the Arco Linux developers. Lot of choices are there for the ZSS themes. You can see here. And the present theme, you can see here, random theme is there. So this is how it looks when you open the terminal. This is how the shell will look. Looking very beautiful, nice looking. And at the bottom, you can see the apply ZSS, apply bash, and the apply fish is there. And you can reset or create a new ZSS configuration. Now we go to the fish. So here in fish also, you can install fish, remove fish, override your config fish with the ATT configuration. Install just the ATT configuration, not fish. Revert back to the original config.fish. You can also ATT fish include OMI fish theme. So these are the default themes created by the developers for Arco Linux that you can install. Restart your terminal to apply the new fish theme. You can find the scripts in your config fish folder to install OMI fish themes and plugins if you install the ATT fish configuration. So this is all for the fish shell. Now in the extras, you can do some things. For example, the shell configurations of the ATT contain aliases that require certain applications. Here you can select the missing applications and install them. Activate the Arco Linux repos to install all of them. So you can select here and it will install ripgrep, paru, downgrade, rate mirrors, most, hardware probe, bat, ye, and xpack. So what all this is that we will have to go through each of these applications. Paru is nothing but a you can say AUR helper. So just like a Paru can be used to install applications or the packages from the AUR repositories. And hardware prop, I have already shown you how to use the hardware prop in one of the video. I think it was for Debian, but you can use hardware prop in all Linux distributions. So we'll see. We'll check this out later on. Now the different terminals available in Arc Linux. So UV, UR, XVT. So these are different things. You can change it from the X resources setting. Alacrity, you can choose your Alacrity theme. Type Alacrity themes in the terminal. Alacrity already installed. It is not installed. Okay, it is installed. So this button will just reinstall Alacrity. Alacrity themes is already installed. So you can remove the Alacrity themes. You can install Alacrity themes, but themes have already been installed. You can reset the Alacrity theme. You can set ATT Alacrity theme. So this is the default theme for the Alacrity in Arcolinux that will be installed or set. XFCE4 terminal. Choose the XFCE4 terminal theme in the preferences color presets of the XFCE4 terminal. So it is already installed. You can install or remove that. So install, clicking on install button will reinstall the XFCE4 terminal. Install or XFCE4 themes. So you can install. So these themes are not installed by default, but we can install them. We can remove the already installed themes. You can reset the terminal themes from here. And termite is also terminal, and you can install the termite using this button, uninstall it using this button. Install terminal themes, remove termite themes. Remove the themes manually from the config.termite, and you can choose your termite theme from here. Right now the termite is not installed, so it is not showing any of the theme, but you can choose between multiple themes here, and you can reset termite. You can apply the termite theme from here. Now in the terminal fund, yes. Now in the terminal fund, you can have the utilities enabled, so you can uh, toggle on fast fetch, neo fetch, screen fetch, alc, paleo fetch, h fetch, s fetch, u fetch, arco, p fetch, system info, retro, CPU fetch, I fetch, color scripts, use locate. So these are different use locate. So we will go through this in a separate video, and the color script at the bottom. So what it is, how it works, everything we will do it in a separate video. Neo fetch I have shown you, I think, in videos. All things we will check in a different video. In the themer, you can switch between themes for the window managers like Awesome, i3, LeftWM, and the Qtile. So these all are not installed on my themes, so therefore I cannot show you the themes that are available. You will have to first install any of the desktop. It is the window manager desktop, and then you can check out all the themes and toggle between the themes using this themer section in the Arch Linux quick tool. And on the bottom, you can reload ATT, restart ATT, and quit ATT. So that's it for the Arch Linux quick tool. Many things we will cover in the separate video in details. Right now, in this video, we are just touch on each of the different sections of settings available in the Arch Linux quick tool available in the Arch Linux. So that's it for today's video. See you in the next video. Bye bye.